Imagine stepping outside tonight, looking up, and expecting to see the gentle, silver glow of our familiar moon. But instead, the sky is swallowed whole. A colossal, golden-hued sphere dominates the heavens, with majestic, icy rings stretching so far they seem to scrape the atmosphere. This isn't a sci-fi movie. This is Earth, if Saturn suddenly took the moon's place. To understand the gravity of this, we have to talk about distance. Our moon sits about 384,000 kilometers away. That sounds incredibly far, but in cosmic terms, it's practically right next door. If we magically swapped the moon for Saturn, placing its center exactly where the moon used to be, the visual impact would be the most breathtaking and terrifying sight humanity has ever witnessed. The moon takes up about half a degree in our sky. Saturn, without even counting its rings, is nearly 10 times wider than Earth. It would consume about 18 degrees of the sky. It would look unimaginably huge. And those iconic rings, they stretch out for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. From Earth's surface, they would arch across the entire sky, from horizon to horizon, shimmering with billions of ice particles reflecting the sun's light. Nights would never truly be dark again. Saturn's massive surface would reflect so much sunlight that Saturn light would be bright enough to read a book by. The sky would be painted in permanent twilight hues of yellow, orange, and pale brown. But the days would change drastically too. Because of its sheer size, Saturn would regularly eclipse the sun, but these wouldn't be brief, minutes-long eclipses like we experience with the moon. We would plunge into freezing darkness for hours at a time. The rings themselves would cast long, massive shadows across the Earth's surface, plunging entire continents into a strange, striped twilight. It sounds like a poet's dream, doesn't it? A sky of endless, breathtaking wonder. But if this actually happened, you wouldn't have much time to admire the view. In fact, you'd barely have enough time to realize what was happening. You see, the moon is small. Its gravity gently pulls our oceans, giving us the peaceful ebb and flow of the tides. Saturn, on the other hand, is 95 times more massive than Earth. At that distance, we wouldn't just have a new moon. Earth would instantly become a moon of Saturn, and the gravitational pull would be utterly, undeniably apocalyptic. The tidal forces wouldn't just gently pull the oceans, they would violently drag them. Imagine a wall of water miles high. Mega tsunamis would rise up, traveling at supersonic speeds, wiping out coastal cities in a matter of hours. But it's not just the water that would move. Saturn's gravity is so immense that it would pull on the very rock beneath our feet. The Earth's crust would stretch, warp, and violently bulge. This is known as tidal heating. The friction of the Earth's tectonic plates grinding together would trigger earthquakes off the Richter scale, magnitude 10, 11, 12. Cities that survived the water would crumble into dust. The intense pressure and friction would cause the Earth's mantle to melt. Supervolcanoes would erupt simultaneously across the globe, filling the sky with ash and toxic gases. Earth would turn into a volcanic hellscape, much like Jupiter's moon Io. And if by some miracle anything survived all that, there's one final blow. Because we are so close to such a massive body, Saturn's gravity could literally begin to strip away our atmosphere, pulling the very air we breathe out into space. We wouldn't technically cross Saturn's Roche limit, the point where a planet is completely shredded into a ring, but the immense tidal stress would leave our beautiful blue marble completely unrecognizable. We would become a scarred, molten wasteland. So the next time you step outside and look up at our small, quiet moon, take a moment to truly appreciate it. It might not be the most flashy or colorful object in the solar system, but it is exactly the right size and sits at exactly the right distance to keep our world turning, our oceans calm, and us safely alive to wonder about the stars.